Have you ever wanted to grow out your hair like Aragorn, Thor, or Geralt of Rivia, but you just can't get there? The awkward stage is too annoying and it takes all of your strength just not to cut your hair off? Well, I'm here to help. Hey guys, my name is Jericho and I'm back here with some more hair tips. Today, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on growing out your hair. Tip number 5, cut your hair. Now I know that sounds kind of weird because I'm telling you how to grow out your hair. Well, cutting your hair kind of seems like the opposite. Well, I don't mean to cut all your hair off, because when your hair is growing out and getting longer, sometimes the ends can get a little dry and you get dead ends. So that just makes your hair seem more dry and it's less healthy and it looks more messy. Well, if you want to keep your hair healthy, you gotta cut the tips off. So I would recommend maybe every 3 months or so just going to a barber or a stylist somewhere, wherever you go to get your hair cut. Ask them to cut the tips off. Now I will recommend, do not say just clean it up, because I said clean up the sides and they shaved the sides off and gave me an undercut again. And I've been trying to grow out an undercut for a while. So yeah, thankfully it's kind of starting to grow back again, but that really messed me up. That really set me back a couple months. So make sure to be clear that you are growing out your hair, that you just want to get the dead ends cut off and get cleaned up a little bit, but keep the length. Make sure to be specific. Tip number 4, don't shampoo your hair. Now before you go and not wash your hair anymore, let me explain, okay? So it is important to wash your hair, but don't wash it with shampoo too much, because if you use too much shampoo, it can dry out your hair and it can look really like dry and it just doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good and it's too stiff. It's just not a good thing. I recommend 1 or 2 days a week. I wash my hair usually 1 or 2 days a week, depending on the week. If you go to the gym or something, or you're like really sweaty, yeah, you can kind of use shampoo. That's probably a good idea. When you can, just don't use it, just because it dries it out too much. Now, depending on your hair type, you may need to shampoo your hair more times than 2 times a week. I can get away with 1 to 2 times a week with my hair type, but if you have really greasy hair, you might have to do it more. Dry shampoo is your best friend. And that segues perfectly into tip number 3, which is products. What products do I use when I'm growing out my hair? Well, good for you, I'm here to help. If you're only shampooing your hair once, twice a week, dry shampoo is a must. If you have greasy hair, or you're on 2nd, 3rd day hair and your hair seems a bit greasy, just throw some spray some dry shampoo in there. It'll clean it right up, it'll soak up all the oil, and it will look clean and fresh as new. Another great product to use, and I use this product pretty much every time I wash my hair, and that is conditioner, because conditioner helps moisturize your hair and hydrate your hair and keep it healthy and soft. Now, even if I don't use shampoo, I still use conditioner most of the time, because it doesn't hurt anything. It just keeps hydrating your hair, moisturizing your hair, keeping it healthy and soft. Another thing that I use when I get out of the shower, I always use hair oil. I put it in when my hair is wet, and that helps a lot. Some people say you shouldn't blow dry your hair or use heat tools on your hair. I personally blow dry a little bit, because I've heard things that say that if you don't blow dry at all, your head will absorb all the water and it can get in your pores and cause infection and things. So really, that's something that I would recommend researching on your own. I personally use a blow dryer a little bit. I don't use it every day, and I try and use it on the lower setting so it's not super hot. But I also use products with heat resistance. The hair oil helps. Conditioner helps. So just be careful with how much you're using a blow dryer. I would recommend probably not using a straightener unless you absolutely have to, but use it on a lower setting, and just try to make sure to use a lot of heat protectant products and oils, because that will help keep your hair soft even when you're using a little bit of heat. Tip number 2 is about the awkward stage. This is probably one of the hardest parts about growing out your hair as a guy, and even as a girl. Going from short hair to long hair, it's just an awkward thing. Right now, I'm in a little bit of an awkward stage. It's hard for me to come up with styles that work with my current hair length. So one thing that I recommend is using a hat like this one here. I've been rocking this guy for a few days now. I try and keep some hair showing a little bit, just to give me you know, something, but it does help. It does help. Like using a beanie like this. Right now it's a bit colder outside, so it works perfectly. In the summer, I probably won't use it as much. But wearing a hat, it's not a bad thing. I usually don't try to wear hats a ton because, you know, I'd rather just have my natural hair flowing. But sometimes, you know, sometimes if you got a bad hair day, or, you know, the awkward stage is really getting you, a hat's not a bad thing to have. Something that helps me a lot is to, instead of looking at it as an awkward stage, try to get your mindset in a different place. We're looking at it as a stage for more opportunities. When you're growing out your hair, you have the chance to try so many different hairstyles while it's growing out that you may never have tried before, and you may find something that you like and maybe just want to stick with that. I mean, growing out your hair is a great way to really just get to know what your hair is like, because when your hair is shorter, it's kind of harder to tell what kind of hair type you have. But as you grow it out, like I have like pretty thick wavy hair. But you know, if I kept it short, it wouldn't seem as thick and it wouldn't seem as it wouldn't have as much wave to it, so I wouldn't be able to experiment with more longer wavy hairstyles. So definitely just seeing it as an opportunity rather than a curse. You know, the awkward stage can be hard, but you can have so many more opportunities to experiment with so many more hairstyles. Give it a try. Try something new, you know, see what you can come up with. You know, watch some videos on hairstyles, see what you can come up with. And the number one tip to growing out your long hair is having a goal set. Whether it's, you know, a picture of a celebrity or a certain hairstyle you want to achieve, just have something that you can look at when you're tempted to cut your hair. Just looking at a picture of what you want your hair to look like, or, you know, having a time set, like, oh, I want to be able to have this hairstyle for this. Your hair usually takes longer to grow than you expect it to, so like I personally want to have long hair to be Aragorn or Geralt of Rivia for Comic-Con next year, but I'm probably not going to be that long by then. I mean, I've got about a year to go before that Comic-Con, and my hair probably won't be as long as I would want it to be for that. So maybe the year after that, or even another Comic-Con that's a couple months after that. You know, it's important to kind of give yourself time. You know, realize it's going to take time, but just try to embrace it, have fun with it. But definitely have a goal, something you can look forward to, just something you can look at to remind yourself, that's the hairstyle I want. I'm going to stick with it until I get to that goal. Anyways guys, thank you for watching my video on 5 tips to growing out your hair. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. It helps out a lot. And if you're not subscribed already, you should definitely subscribe. I'm actually planning on doing another video dedicated to the awkward stage of growing out your hair, like specific styles you can do, specific ways you can work on that. So a few things I didn't cover in this video, I'll be covering in that video, as well as if you guys think I missed anything, definitely leave me some comments down below. I really love talking to you guys in the comment section. I reply to all the comments that I can. And yeah, you guys can even help each other down in the comments. I think it's really awesome to just have that community to be able to help each other and talk to each other about these things. Again, thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to be you, be awesome, stay stylish. I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, my name is Jericho Kane, and you just watched my video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more.